What is going on, everybody? I hope you're all been good. I recently played in a regulation M to B tournament on Showdown, and I just wanted to show you guys a few games with my team. So let's not waste any time and get right into the meat and potatoes.
I got this!
So, round 1, turn 1, I lead for Ridgeref Jumper to make sure they have no rain to buff their water types, and set up Trick Room so I get speed control for the rest of the game. I protect my Jumper in case of Ice Punch, and they end up doubling into my Ridgeref, but look at this bulk.
On 1 HP. My Ridgeref hangs on by the skin of her teeth on 1 HP. That is what I call W bulk.
Beautiful.
Anyway, this Swamper kind of threatens my whole team, so I go ahead and nuke him with Draco Meteor and Psychic just to make sure he's dead. And then they bring in our Calydon, and my Grompa is currently down in special attack, so I won't be able to kill it. So I rotate in Sylveon, trying to predict the Dragon move, and they end up pressing Electro Shot instead, which my Sylveon kind of eats. So Ridgeref goes down here, but that's fine, because that means we bring in Grompa safely. And I know their Pelipper doesn't have Wide Guard, so I get this Hyper Voice and Earth Power combo into the Calydon, which takes it out. The last mon is Best Legion, but my priority right now is Pelipper, so I focus on taking it out here. We go for an Aqua Jet, which kind of catches me off guard, because to be honest, I was expecting a Protect to stall out my Trick Room, but nah, they went for the kill of my Sylveon. Either way, I had King Gambit in the back, so they lost this round no matter what here. And then my opponent forfeits because we know we've lost, and we take game 1. Time for game 2.
I got this!
We go for the exact same lead, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the last match gave us valuable info, but they're going to double into Ridgeref. So we go for a cheeky Hyper Voice, and they flip it into my Ridgeref and go into Pelipper. I totally was not expecting this, so I Mega Evolve. But once again, Ridgeref shows its absolute bulk. 6% Rain Boosted Liquidation, and she eats it. Now that we're in Trick Room, I know we're both threatened, so I press Hyper Voice and Psychic to secure the KO on Swamper and KO Pelipper. But we end up switching in our Calydon, and because of how threatening this guy is, I instantly have to lock onto him and take him out here. And we do have an easy Earth Power Hyper Voice combo, which takes out Pelipper in the process, putting us in a 2v2, and we have Trick Room for 2 more turns after this. So this pretty much secures our win, because we can't stall out our Trick Room for 2 turns, and it's Fast Legion in the back anyways, and we have King Gambit, so it can't kill us. And with that, this Best Legion is in a 2v1, and we close out round 1 for Draco Meteor. The next round I'm fighting what seems to be a Trick Room hybrid team, and they're running Pavilion, which means I need to have constant pressure on the field to reduce the impact of Sleep Powder. Well, they didn't even lead it, and instead led Staraptor for Ridgeref. I know this is Final Gambit Staraptor, and because of Ridgeref's bulk, it's likely locked onto my Grompa here, so I bring in Godango and it forces Ridgeref to struggle from prison. I didn't really want to set Trick Room here because my team is pretty slow, so instead we just spam Hyper Voice and get some damage on my mons. Bringing in Torkoal and King Gambit here threatens me hard, but I can't afford to switch, as I'll take a lot of damage. So, Ridgeref kinda just has to fuck it out, and she picks up the KO on Torkoal, forcing Staraptor into Bravery here, because I can't press Final Gambit or waste its health. And I dropped it down to 1% with the assistance of Dragonite's Thunderbolt. Also, this King Gambit has been a massive pain in my ass, but my Dragonite isn't running Flamethrower right now, so I can't exactly hit it. My opponent makes a pretty smart decision protecting Red King Gambit to safely bring in for a draft for the next turn, as the Raptor will die to its own Brave Bird recoil here. And then they hit us with a Helping Hand Sucker Punch, and we barely hang on with 1 HP. Then we hit them with not 1, but 2 Draco Meteors! And as Madara Uchiha said,
Just what are you going to do about the second one, Onopi?
It's hot.
and we close out the game with some classic Sucker Punch mind games. Double Protect into 2 Sucker Punches, and then they just go ahead and forfeit because they took too much damage. Also, after watching this back, I'm certain my opponent didn't know that King Gambit outspeeds Grompa, as they could have just pressed Calcel Cleave here and won. Honestly, I was expecting them to set up Trick Room for a King Gambit, which is why I double Draco Meteored into Ridgeref. Because if Trick Room went up, it'd have priority on my Grompa, and it would outspeed Godango and win the game. Anyways, it's time for game 2.
I got this!
So this time they do lead the Pavilion, and I have a pretty strong lead. Godango is completely immune to Pavilion, and I can drop hits on this Blastoise. However, for some reason, I switched out. I don't know why, but that gave my opponent the space to Shell Smash for free. And now my King Gambit is snoring, which is not very funny at all, actually. Ridgeref comes in to cover for Sucker Punch if we wake up, and Water Spout hits my Dragonite for 30% resisted through multi-scale, and completely annihilates my King Gambit here.
I do get Haze off, which slows her down for 1 turn, and then they press it again instantly, and it tags my Thunderbolt, so now I'm actually fried.
King Gambit goes down to Hyper Voice, and Dragonite gets sniped by Dark Pulse. And at this point, I thought the game was gone, but I took out Blastoise and they clicked Trick Room, making Grompa the fastest on the field.
Now I got a little bold, a little eager, and I tried to make a prediction, and then I got blacked out, kind of like a phantom. No, but honestly, I thought they would try to predict my protect and double into my Jumper, so I didn't protect Godango. And this is exactly why I don't overthink, as if I just protected, I would have killed King Gambit and my Godango would be safe and sound for this endgame, which probably would have led to me winning because they can't sleep Godango and we would have outsped them outside of Trick Room.
But it's whatever. This is just a really, really bad game for me. We still have game 3 anyways.
I got this!
Start of game 3 and we leave the stupid freaking butterfly again. I swear after this game I killed every single butterfly I saw in real life. I got a little hasty and tried to predict a turn 1 Shell Smash, so I Draco Meteor into the Blastoise slot, which ends up putting me in a really bad position as now they can press Shell Smash for free and I have to protect my Drampa or I'll get slept.
The barrier appears. Check out my perfect form. It's perfect.
Fortunately though, my Farigiraf is the GOAT and he wakes up first turn and puts us in Trick Room, which instantly flips the offensive pressure on the board.
But Blastoise somehow lives our offense on 1%, but he activates our Berserk buff, giving us huge damage next turn.
Here it comes.
Which means we gave his Spirited Hyper Voice off and beat a chunk of Farigiraf's HP, and to be honest, I was expecting to protect Trick Room, so I clicked Imprison to make sure that they couldn't reverse the Trick Room that turn. But we ended up attacking and taking my Jump out, which is fine because now this Farigiraf is locked into Helping Hand. I just want you guys to look what happened to my poor giraffes here. They got a Helping Hand, super effective, critical hit, counter cleave to the face here. Yeah, I don't think Overberry is gonna get him through this one, guys. We bring in King Gambit and they know we have low kick, so we just go ahead and forfeit, winning us the set. Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you are, please leave a like and subscribe. I want to make this video a little longer for you guys, so I'll throw in 2 bonus games. These 2 games are with different versions of my team. The team you just saw in the tournament games was of my first version of the team. I didn't really like this version, and I thought it was a little weak to fire, so we made some changes. I'll make sure to drop a paste to my current team if you guys are interested though. If you want to keep up to date with my teams, join my Discord server where I post all my team updates, and I give the reasons behind any changes I make to my team.
Beautiful.
Without further ado, let's get into these 2 games here.
I got this!
I'm fighting a Mega Phalanx team, so I bring my Dragonite Godango combo with the intention to just get in there and spam Make It Rain with no drawback because we have Haze on our Dragonite. By pressing Haze, we reset Godango's stat drops and also get to shut down this Phalanx instantly, and because he can't use No Retreat twice, it's pretty much just a sitting duck here.
Oh no.
Thanks to Haze, we get to fire off another Make It Rain, and we combo it with a Draco Meteor, so Weird goes out here without even doing anything.
Then freaking King Gambit comes in, so now we have a few problems. My Dragonite gets doubled into and takes pretty huge damage here. We take Phalanx out of Sylveon and get fried by Ironhead because King Gambit is somehow still alive after the Flamethrower and the Hyper Voice combo, which lets Sylveon come in and just clean us up here because we're too weak to win this.
It's hot.
No. No. Nerf this.
Now I only got to sit down and watch me cook here.
I got this!
I know this King Gambit threatens me with Sucker Punch, and they also know my Godango is Choice Scarfed, so I can't protect. With this in mind, they can easily press Counter Cleave because I can't KO their Gambit, or they can Sucker Punch to keep their Sylveon safe. But to completely avoid both of these realities, I trick my Choice Scarf onto my Gambit, allowing it to become the fastest on the field, avoiding Sucker Punch and outspeeding and taking their King Gambit in case they press Counter Cleave, which now means their Sylveon is threatened by my single target Make It Rain, and I win the game.
Here it comes.
To be honest, the feeling I got after making that play is best described as a golden experience. Do you get it? Because Jarno, Giovanna, golden experience, Godango, golden win. So it makes sense because they're both. Anyways, let's get into the final game.
I got this!
I'm fighting a Trick Room team and Staraptor is here, so using context clues, I know this is very likely Final Gambit. So I protect my Primarina because I think she's an important piece to winning this game, but they end up nuking my Metagross, which was unexpected and wasted my Mega. I brought in Jumpa here because she counters Torkoal and Mawile, who are both very likely to switch in here to use these Trick Room turns. We get a huge Earth Power off, and I was planning on taking out Mawile with Primarina here, but she kind of got annihilated by this Helping Hand play rough. So I try to spin back with my own Helping Hand, but they protect and reverse Trick Room. But obviously, I can't let that slide, so I protect and set up Trick Room. Can we talk about them doubling into my Jumpa here? They want my Jumpa dead so bad right now. But anyways, I imprison their Farigiraf to make sure Trick Room stays up, and I have to ask him in chat. We get a huge chunk out of his Torkoal's HP, and they switch Mawile out. By the way, this thing should already be dead, but it got a double protect, so it has just a little bit more life left in it, so we'll have to deal with that later. Because Torkoal is on 20%, it has to press Heat Wave, which won't deal much damage, and we take it out this turn anyways. Now we're down to the final 2 Mons, and I make an aggressive play to Psychic and Hyper Voice, because if I get scared here and protect, I could lose on the spot, and it rewards me greatly because I'm able to take out Mowell, and Faridra gets a double protect. I don't even know why they would protect in that situation, and it ends up winning us the game. Once again, a huge thank you to all of you who watched this video until the end, and thank you for 100 subs. It honestly feels a little crazy to me, even if it's only a small amount in the grand scheme of things. I'm going to try and put out more videos, but I'm probably going to be super busy this summer break, so just bear with me for a while. Anyways, that's about it, so yeah.